name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers, and this is video 6 in our Industrial Grunge project. And I'm hoping we'll get the last 2 pages done, and then we'll have one more video where we're adding the tags and stuff. My brother Scan and Cut mat finally showed up, so I can cut up some ephemera. And so we'll probably have one more video on doing that and making some custom cards and things like that. So in this video, we need to add the card in here as well. We've got page 1. Remember, we have to add a word tuck there. And we've got these pages here. And then we open the big section. And this is what we did in the last video. Was our crisscross belly band. Today we're going to work on this section under here, which is this page here, and we're going to put something over here. Okay, so let's start out with this page right here. That's what all this is for. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to need is the paper for the page, which I've already cut and inked, which is right here. Okay, so here's the paper for the page. That's what we'll be working on, or off of. We'll be working off of that. And we're going to make a small pocket out of the manila folder, and I'm not really sure. I would have pre-inked this. I know that we're going to keep the part that looks like the tab, but I'm just not sure about how much of the rest we're going to keep, so that's why I didn't ink it. Okay. And then we've got a large pocket that we're going to put on, made from this. And then we're going to make a card out of this. It's printed double-sided. Okay. So let's start with the large pocket. Let's get the book out of the way for right now. I have so many things here I can't even figure out what I'm doing. Okay, and that's the card and the pocket. So we can set that to the side for this second right now anyway. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a large pocket that goes all the way across. And then we're going to put the other pocket down here. Okay, which sounds simple enough to me. I don't know if it sounds simple to you, but it sounds simple to me. So we're going to measure how high we want the pocket, and I want it fairly high up. Remember, the top of the book is open. So I'm going to trim this edge. It looks like there's a teeny bit. I know we're going to ink it, but I still want to get that little bitty teeny edge off there. Okay, so let's see. We're going to make our pocket about this high. You know, the kids are out of school today for some reason. For some unknown reason. Get those children back in school. And today's a Monday. You would have thought it would have been a Friday. Okay, so we're going to make the pocket, and the bottom of the pocket is going to be even with the page, or the paper, not up above it. So we're going to mark the bottom even, and then we're going to mark the width even as well. Okay, so we're going to cut that. And you'll see why we're making such a large pocket in just a minute. Okay. Another big scrap. Look at this pile of big scraps that I have. That's the thing about doing something this size, is you end up with a bunch of large scraps where you've cut. Okay, and this one goes here. Obviously they're from where we've cut, but I just didn't finish the sentence. where we've cut the pages. You know, I do that all the time, and I apologize. No, really, I have no remorse. I have no remorse for being scatterbrained. Well, I start concentrating, and then I forget the fact that I'm speaking. I know that's a hard thing to forget because I'm speaking all the time. Oh, we're also going to use some brads, but we're going to use them in a decorative way. And I just realized how just now. I knew I wanted to. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but now I do. Okay, so now before we put the pocket down, oh, that won't work. It will if we wait until after we put the little pocket on. Oh, and now, no, I'm going to turn this paper this way because I want this to be up here, and our little pocket is going to be down here, but it's not going to be that wide. But I do want to keep this tab end. So we're going to make it right here. And remember, the pocket's going to be the same width as the edge of the big pocket. So we're going to cut this off there. And then once we glue this on, you'll see why we had to wait. Okay. That's kind of a cute little pocket. Left me in a square. Who knows what you can do with a square? In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I have this giant paper clip holder. Keeps setting the paper clips into. Anyway, I'm sure you're thrilled about this. I realize we've been doing a lot of inking watching. Is that a term? I think I just made it up. Watching me ink. But like I said before, we're not going to know. Should I? Yes, I need to do this so it'll match all the others. And I did this right after I did the edge, so I didn't have to re-ink the dauber, and that way there's no starting like circle where you put it down for the first time. Okay, so we're going to put this on here right up to the edge. Okay. So let's do that. See, my arm is caught in the audio cord. Me and this audio cord. I wonder what it would sound like if I just used the audio from the webcam. Maybe I'll try that sometime and see. If it's just as good as this, then we may not have to worry about this cord anymore. Okay. Now, I don't want to ink the tab. So, let's just do... Oh, my glue showed up. It's out in my mailbox. Don't worry, it's not out there freezing. Mailbox is in a heated room. And I'm going to go get that. And my eyelets are out there as well. Okay. There's our pocket. Okay, now let's get out our brads. Now I'd like to put one in each corner so that it looks like the pocket is held on by the brads, even though obviously at the top it won't be. Well, it's not going to be on any of them, but to get some more brads and some more magnets and some more charms. Okay, so let's get our crocodile out. So it has that little small hole punch. Get a pin in there. Put a pin in it. Okay, now I'm going to take a look at this. I want one here. Go straight up. Put one there. And we'll go straight across. And put one here. And we'll go straight up. And we'll put one here. Let me take a look at this. Looks pretty good. They don't have to be perfect. I know. I can't believe I said that. Well, that one's pretty close to the edge. Okay, so now we've got the 4 holes for our brads. Let's go ahead and put them in. Now remember, this is a pocket, so we don't want whatever it is we're putting in to get stuck on the brads. And we're going to have a problem. Right away I see the problem. There's no way to put the brad where you won't see this. Well, they're going to be glued down. Okay, I've just discovered a new way to do a brad. We're going to do it 4 times. And then when they do the flip through, everybody will wonder, well, how did she do those brads so close like that? And it'll be our secret. And they will have to watch the tutorial to find out. Just like you guys. Everybody has to do it. No favoritism. Okay, so we've got those on like that, and they're purely decorative. And don't want stuff to get caught on them. We want them to stay in place. So let's break out the Scotch tape. And we obviously don't want that sticking up over the edge, so we have to carefully and we'll be making the cards and stuff in the last video. should be the next video. Okay. So, I'm freezing. It is 38 degrees outside. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I know, I bet you guys thought I was going to say 1 o'clock in the morning, huh? Gotcha. So, anyway, and I just can't get warmed up. Can't get warmed up. My craft room is partially underground. It's one of those apartments that is on the side of a hill. So the ground goes like this. Actually, the ground goes like this. My apartment sits in a notch. My bedroom window is even with the ground on the outside. So my bedroom is basically a basement. So that means it's a lot cooler than it is. You know, it's hip. It's cool. There's tape. Okay, let me double check all these. Okay. So now we want to glue this down. Anyway, so it stays really cool down here, in here, whatever. This pocket is a little bit small, which is okay. We'll just center it. Okay, so let's glue that. And just add some more thickness to our already so thin book, little bitty book, or little bitty fat book. You can probably see my new blue and white polka dotted jammy top. It's sticking straight out. New clothes, what are you gonna do? Okay, so let's get this on here. And we'll slide it around as needed. I think that looks pretty cool. Okay. So now we have to make a big card, because the big card is going to actually be folded over. So what we want to do is we want to measure the width. Now remember, we've got glue right here. So let's see how I glued the wrong end. I marked the wrong end. No, I didn't. I just glued the wrong end. I glued it all the way around. I wasn't paying attention. Shoot. You see how that balls it up into little balls, and you can just wipe them right off. Okay. So let's glue the sides again. Glad I stuck my finger there and realized it wasn't going to be just decorative. Okay, now that we have a pocket, let's do this so we know for sure that it's dry. Did I get it all off? Oh, there's probably some stuck on here. There is. I didn't think about that. So we'll have to wait for that to dry. That's the problem, not the pocket. All right. Mistakes I make so that you don't. So we're going to put a ticket or a tag or something in here, and we'll do that tomorrow. Or in a second, if you're watching these in a row. Now our big pocket, our big tag, our big card has to fit in this pocket. So we want to measure, let's see, I want it to be this way because it's going to fold over. And half is going to be in the pocket and half is going to be hanging in the front. Now, if we want the numbers to be right side up, then we're going to fold it in half this way. And it's printed on both sides. So I'm going to want it to be how am I going to do this? If I measure from here to here and then double it, that should be correct. So I can get out my zeroing ruler. Let's say that's the center. Where's my mark? I thought it was right in here. It is. It's just below. Well, let's just call it that red mark right there. So if we say that's the center, then that's 4 3/8. So if we go 4 1 2 3/8, that should be the size we want to make our card. Ba-ba-da-ba. We haven't got the width yet. This is just the height that we're going to fold in half. Okay. Now for the width, we have to be able to fit it in the pocket. So, make sure everything's dry. We'll start out between the brads. Let's say at the edge of this 4. You can always make it smaller. Very, very close. Trying to see how close. Wow. Okay. Where that glue stuck to the tape. Look at that. So I'm going to take a 1/16 off just to make it easier. Because of those brads to get it in and out. You could probably see my hair. Just a smidge. Yeah, see, that's much better. Okay, so now we want to fold it in half this way. Darn it. Okay, so now we've got our card. Very cool. Yes, the speed inker. I'm inking this so fast, not because of you, but because, of course, I am hungry. As usual. I probably say that in every video. You guys must think I eat all the time. Usually, I just ignore it. Keep going. Drink some pop. Or soda. Or a cold drink, depending on where you live. Or if you're in Europe, I'm sorry, tea. Okay. Now that looks like it might crack, so let's hit it with the bone folder. Okay. Let's fold it back the other way. And that's going to go in just like that. Okay. And we'll get our book. And we'll glue this down. On the other side, it's going to be fairly simple. I'm going to put a tuck with the bookmark, and if we have enough space, because I have what I already want to use as the bookmark, I just don't have the height on it, then I will put a pocket on there. It looks good. Grungy, industrially. Didn't add too much thickness, but it added some dimension. And it was a little crooked. Okay, so for this side, this is what I want to use as a bookmark, and that way it will match this pocket here. So I want to make sure to keep that notch up there. And I'm thinking about, what if I just inked it on one side and put this on the other side? That would match the pocket and the thing. And then we can put our tuck in our pocket. Maybe we'll make a long, narrow one for like possibly an ink pen, one of those flat pens. Have you ever seen those? They're completely flat. And they're a pen. We've only got 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around. Until actually, that will be cool. Okay, so let's take this. We'll glue it onto there. You can see scraps. Keep your scraps. Whew. Just got a good whiff of that. That glue. You know what I should have done? I should have left the edge around it on the other side. That's all right. Okay, and just cut out around it. And I have to go back and trim this up. I always have trouble with this little part right here. Okay, I'll go back off camera and mess with it. All we have to do is ink this up. And look at the paper I saved. Yeah, so you can see that little notch right there. I'll have to work on that. Okay. Get this all inked. Kind of silly to ink that one spot, huh? I'm gonna have to come back and do a teeny tiny little bit of trimming right there. So this is going to be our bookmark. I kind of like this on this side, the way the pattern worked out. Okay. Wow, that's really bothering me. Okay. So now all we need to do is make a tuck. Can't talk with a paper clip in my mouth. I walk around, some people have toothpicks. I walk around with a paper clip all the time. Not even sure why. What if we did it like this? I think that would be cool. How big is our bookmark? Fairly large. should do the height. Doesn't matter where this is right now, I'm just doing the height. And it's the height of the paper, not the manila folder. If I had a stencil, I would stencil a bookmark on there, but I don't have one. But that's an idea for you guys if you like my ideas. Or even if you don't, it's still an idea for you. Does not mean you have to use it. Can if you want. And I wish you guys would post pictures, some people have, of things that you've made following my tutorials, because I think that's cool. I had somebody do Winter in Victoria, and I was amazed. I think theirs looked better than mine. Right, so that's all we need is this tuck. I'll try not to glue this shut. I'm only gluing one side anyway. Okay, now, do I want it like that? Or do I want it like, oh, I want it like that. Okay. So a tuck is just a side piece, or any kind of piece anyway, that you just tuck your whatever it is, your card, your ticket, your bookmark, your tag, and you just tuck it into it. So it isn't really a full pocket. And if I want to, I could glue the bottom. It doesn't look like I'm going to need to. Except I don't like the way that looks. Now we may have to adjust the height of this. I'm going to look and see what it looks like. It might be okay to have it sticking out. Okay. I'm in the group of I kind of like it. I think I definitely like it. Okay, well, that means I have to turn into a pumpkin. No, that's just a reminder that I'm really close to the end of the time on the tape. I've got this all turned around. There we go. It just goes to show you, even I can get lost. So those should be all of our pages done. Let's double check here. We've got this page, this one, and this one, and this one. Nobody's uncovered. Then we've got covered. Covered. I still think I'll do something here. We'll do some sort of decoration or something. I definitely have to trim that. And then we have our card that comes out. And then we'll put some tickets or something in that pocket. I like that. That worked out good for having nowhere to put the bread prongs. People will think I cut them off and just stuck them down. But we didn't, did we? We found a workaround instead. So that's that. Okay, well, we'll come back in the next video. We'll finish up. We'll get our cards in here. We'll finish up some of our other things that we didn't get done. And then that will be the last video in the series. Okay? Yeah, see, we've got lots of cards and things to do, to make. So we'll do that in the next video. And so I will see you then. And that's the end of this video. And it will be, for when I see you again, it will be just a second for you and a day for me.